When we're going through those massive shifts in life, when we're going through those rapid changes, it can feel very overwhelming because we're entering into the unknown. We're entering into new territory. And when we start to expand, when our soul and our heart starts to expand to a new level, this triggers our ego. This triggers our ego because it can feel itself dying. It can feel itself, those old beliefs, those old stories start to fall away as we are moving forward into a new timeline. So right now, currently, I'm going through a lot of changes. There's things changing in my household. There's things changing in my life. My heart is expanding a lot. And I'm starting to see new possibilities in my life. And I'm feeling called to make pretty big changes towards things that I was once very afraid of and that I'm still afraid of, but I feel called to start moving into that uncomfortable unknown so that I can grow and align with where I'm meant to be. And what I want to talk about is how when we're going through these transformations and it seems like there's a lot of chaos happening in our life and within ourselves. I've been having dreams of tornadoes lately, signifying the rapid changes that are unfolding for me. But what I just want to remind you of is that there is an underlying energy of grace under any transformation and under any seemingly chaotic situation in your life. There's an underlying energy of peace, of stillness within this destruction and creation process. And that's something that I always remind myself to tap back into, to come back to myself, remind myself of my awareness, to just be aware of what is happening, observe it. And this is where meditation really comes in handy and really becomes a powerful tool to help us navigate our reality and help us navigate these changes in a much smoother way. Because if we can come back to ourselves, come back to our observer state of being, we can just observe the things that are happening in our reality without judging them or labeling them as good or bad, this or that. They just are. They're just a happening, just like our thoughts and our emotions, things happening in our environment, in our reality, within ourself. And none of this is permanent. And if we can just remind ourselves that everything we are experiencing is just the evolution of consciousness. And it's really just the ego that's afraid of death, that's afraid of losing its current concept of itself, or our old identities that no longer serve us. When we're creating a new identity or we're stepping into a new role that we never tried before. That's when those old thoughts, those old programs start to come up. And that's a big opportunity to start reprogramming those old programs. If you're entering into a new relationship, you might have those old thoughts, those old stories come up, and know that that's an opportunity to shift that story and create a new one. So if you're going through a lot of pressure right now, if you're feeling a lot of pressure, just know that this is a part of your transformation. This is a part of your metamorphosis. And that's what I always remind myself as well when I'm feeling a lot of pressure, so that I can come back to my awareness. Your awareness is your true self. Your awareness exists beyond any concept of your identity, any concept of the things we attach to our reality. Your awareness will always be there, observing, listening, perceiving. So that's why just being aware of your resistance, where you are resisting in life, what you are resisting, how are you holding yourself back from shining fully. So any of you that are going through these rapid changes right now, just know that you are safe. Remind yourself that you are safe. Remind your body, talk to your consciousness. But yeah, that's just the message I wanted to share with you guys today, because I'm going through some rapid changes as well, and I was really feeling that pressure for a couple days, and I had to really release some emotion as well that was building up within myself. These old emotions, these old stories, releasing, coming into 0 point energy so that we can move forward into those infinite possibilities. So that's why meditation is so powerful, because it brings us into that theta state brainwave in which we can tap into our subconscious and reprogram those stories. We are the writer of our story. We just have to remember to pick up the pen and know that we have that ability. All right, I hope you all have an amazing day. Thank you for being here as always. I appreciate you. I appreciate your presence. Peace and much love.